Yeah, yeah. Happy Pokemon Day, everybody. It's me, Kitty Sapphire. How's everybody doing on this Monday morning? I woke up specifically to watch this Pokemon Presents and enjoy the early sections of Pokemon Day. Even my baby Smorion has come to join us this wonderful morning. And then probably after this reaction real quick, I'm going to go back to bed because I'm feeling a little bit today. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm really excited for this. It's Pokemon Day. It's the day that Pokemon was released. Years ago, back in 1996. I was like 1994. No, that's Sonic. Sonic came out back in 1994. It's just that I reflect back on like, wow, I was a little kid. I really enjoyed this game that my parents got me. At the time, I was in 4th grade. Yeah, I was in 4th grade around that time. And I didn't get the game. What happened was a old classmate of mine brought a Pokemon manual to the school. And it was like the old school one that had like the Pokedex on the front. And I saw Vulpix for the first time. And I just like, oh my god, so adorable. And then I found the quote-unquote Pokemon love of my life. My very first love in Pokemon, which is Vaporeon. Ever since I saw the design, the little icon for Vaporeon all those years ago, I was hooked. I fell in love, and I was big on mermaids and water when I was a kid. So I just reflect on that memory, that warm, lovely memory that got me here and loving Pokemon ever since. And as you can see, that hasn't changed over the years with all the plushies around. So here we are, we're going to do this full presents and we're going to see what's going on. I heard some rumors. I try to stay away from leaks, rumors and stuff like that because there's some cool ideas that are floating around. Being part of the Fakeamon community, being part of other facets of the Pokemon community. I know how you can get swept up in a particular idea and you really enjoy it and it's like, oh my god, I wish it was official. And then you find out it's not official. So I kind of stayed away from that this whole entire time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they will showcase for today. Let's get to the presents. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I will be pausing it at certain points just to give like the commentary here and there. Hi, Pikachu.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Oh my god, that Pikachu is like adorable.
Today, February 27th, is Pokemon Day.
If they did
this is the date
EV1,
that the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Oh my god,
at the time,
Pikachu is awesome.
Only 151 Pokemon had been discovered, but now that number has grown to over 1,000.
Yep.
To all you trainers around the world who have journeyed together with your Pokemon over the years, we are so thankful for your support. In today's presentation, we will be bringing you all sorts of news about Pokemon.
Yay!
First,
excited.
we would like to talk about this year's Pokemon World Championships,
Okay.
the first ever to be held in Japan.
Oh,
Mr.
Well,
Chris Brown,
they had
take it
one.
away.
Mr. Chris. Oh wow.
Hello, Pokemon
Chris
trainers.
Brown.
I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm so glad to join you again to talk about our annual Pokemon World Championships. This past year in London, more than 10,000
Oh, wow.
trainers from all over the world gathered together to celebrate Pokemon and experience epic battles. Thank you to all the trainers who made the London World Championships our largest ever, and congratulations again to our newest world champions.
Oh wow.
Now I'd like to share with you all some details about our next event. The 2023 Pokemon World Championships will be held in Japan for the very first time. We look forward to trainers battling in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite from August 11th to 13th at the Pacifico Yokohama.
Oh wow.
For more than a decade, we have
It's
created special
pretty
artwork to
interesting.
honor each location that makes the World Championship experience unique. Today, I am happy to share the key art for Yokohama for the very first time. Let's have a look.
is adorable.
The World Championships
I love
is so
it.
special because of how our community from around the world comes together to play Pokemon. We can't wait to see you there. And for those that can't make it, be sure to catch all the action on our live broadcasts all weekend long. Thank you.
That
Thank you,
sounds
Mr.
really
Brown.
cool. That sounds really cool.
We
That
can't
looks
wait
so
to see everyone
exciting.
together in Yokohama later this year.
Oh, that
Moving on,
Pikachu is
please have a
adorable.
look at this video.
Hey, honey. What's this? Oh, this is the trading card game. What's this? Great. Classic. So they added some more traits to the actual card game. I haven't played or been to a tournament in so long. I don't know. They added so
Pokemon
much.
Trading Card Game Classic is designed to be a premium Pokemon TCG set that will last a lifetime. Created by the design firm Nintendo, Creatures, and the Pokemon Company as a joint production. We'll be providing a sneak peek of the product at the Pokemon World Championships, so I hope you will all come check it out. Next,
Aw,
we'd like to
Pikachu is
announce a new
so
Pokemon
adorable.
venture. To tell you more, we have Miss Min Young Kim from Netflix.
Aw.
Mr. Ishihara, thank you for the kind introduction. Hi everyone, my name is Minyoung Kim and I oversee Netflix film and series from Asia Pacific. Thank you for having us here today, and I'm thrilled to share how we're bringing Pokemon and Netflix together for the first time this year. At Netflix, we're passionate about developing local programming that entertains audiences around the world. And so today, we're pleased to announce that Netflix, in collaboration with the Pokemon Company, are producing a brand new Netflix series, The Pokemon Concierge. We have a group of experts here in Japan who are passionate about finding and developing original stories from Japan that can excite audiences all over the world. And we are dedicated to adapting fan-favorite stories and manga into extraordinary shows. With this title, we're excited to marry an entirely new storyline that expands the Pokemon universe with groundbreaking stop-motion animation. To bring this new world to life, we've partnered with the amazing creative team at Dwarf Studio. The series, which will be set at the Pokemon Resort, follows the story of our concierge Haru and the many Pokemon who visit as guests. We hope you enjoy today's first look at the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge, and we can't wait to share more with you.
Ooh, this is curious.
ここはポケモンリゾート。ポケモンたちがお客様として訪れる場所。これはそこで働く一人のコンシェルジュのお話。
Oh wow! So it's a stop
Thank
motion.
you very much, Miss Kim.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Pokemon Concierge will be a new animated series brought to you by Netflix and Pokemon. Please stay tuned for this new series release. Now, we'd like to present the latest news about our games.
Oh boy, here we go.
Mr. Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Which, by the way, I have some stuff to add regarding that, but we'll do it towards the end of it.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Have you all been making good progress with your treasure hunt in the Paldea region?
It's good.
Today, we have updates on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. But first, please take a look at the latest updates about several of our other games.
Okay. Oh, Pokemon Unite!
The 5-on-5 strategic team battle game Pokemon Unite. We've entered our
Pokemon
second
Mega
year of
Legends.
service and surpassed 100 million total downloads. More and more Pokemon have joined the fray, allowing for even more strategies and ways to play. The legendary Pokemon Zacian is
Zacian.
now joining Unite battles. Its Unite move is Sovereign Sword. It can cut a broad swath with its
poor,
slash attack. It can also charge its
Cinderace.
sword with Eos energy to unleash a stronger attack. Use these huge attacks to overwhelm your opponents. And don't miss out on
Oh my
special
god,
holo
he
wear.
looks so funny with that.
The adventure in Zacian's Wheeled event is now underway. Complete missions to receive rewards. You can also obtain Zacian's Unite license, so be sure to join in. There's also a boss rush event underway. Stand against formidable foes with your allies and earn rewards. Plus, to celebrate Pokemon Day, we're distributing a gift code for a special item. And we're hosting an invitation-only league to decide our Asia region champions. Check out how the battles
Dragonite.
are going on the official Pokemon Unite social channels. The teams that
You
win
look
their
like
way
you're really
through
rough
each
up
league
in
will
this.
come together in a dramatic face-off in Malaysia's
My
Kuala
personal
Lumpur on
favorite
March
is,
18th and
what is it?
19th. Look forward to
Messenger
Asia's
Dragonite.
greatest Unite battles, and we'll keep bringing you more to enjoy in Pokemon Unite in the future.
Let's see what else. Oh! Pokemon, Mix, I think. Mix Cafe? Oh, that's Fido Swallow. Oh, Wiglet. Oh, that's Lechonk. Well, that is cute.
What's this? Seems the aroma of our newest dish has brought some customers to the cafe. Here at the cafe in the Pokemon Cafe Remix game, we meet Pokemon from the Paldea region. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Whip up plenty of servings of the new Paldea dish and bring delight to your Pokemon visitors.
That's cute.
Progress through the event, and you'll be able to choose one of these three to join your staff. Which one will you choose? To
I'm a
celebrate
Sprigatito
Pokemon
type
Day
of
in
girl,
Pokemon
so-
Cafe Remix, we're also giving
Oh, and the
away a
Greninja
special
fans get
in-game
something.
Great Chef outfit for Greninja. And there's more. You can now deliver to a whole array of 5-star chef Pokemon that have appeared in the past. To celebrate this special development, you can enjoy
Oh,
a bonus
Eevee looks
11
friggin'
times
adorable.
express
Oh
delivery
my
right now
goodness.
without
I love the
using
little
in-game
pencil.
currency. Play Pokemon Cafe Remix on Nintendo Switch or your mobile device, and discover what new Pokemon and outfits may show up in your cafe next.
Oh, Pokemon Master is I think. Oh no.
I hope you're
Yep,
ready.
Pokemon. Oh, maybe.
Here we come! Those with the strongest convictions will win!
I'm not gonna let you win.
Shine on!
Shall we begin?
Yep, I was right.
Mystery!
Master
What? Let's
is-
go!
yes.
Come on!
All right.
My wish is for Galos trainers to work together to become the strongest in all the world.
Oh, we get Galarian champions. Oh,
I want to be as strong as Lee. No,
oh boy.
I'm going to be even stronger.
B.
Pink is all well and good, I suppose. But I think I'll cover you in the color of B.
Oh, Marnie.
Let me show you the power of Spike Move.
I want to be the one who beats the unbeatable champion.
Let's get this started.
I'm not big on Masters, but I know a lot of people. There are some people that are.
Pokemon Masters EX.
So yeah.
Moving on, please have a look at this video.
Okay.
Gute Nacht.
Buenas noches. Juan.
Good night.
Oh, Bulbasaur. Oh. Oh God. Slow, bro.
Good morning. Morning.
Oh, so they did basically start. They continued with that project.
We know we've kept you all waiting. But at last, we can bring Pokemon Sleep to you later this year.
Yay!
The idea behind Pokemon Sleep is to be a game that makes you look forward to waking up in the morning. To get a better idea of what you can expect, please check out the next video.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon Sleep. Your adventure takes place on a small island. On this island, you'll find Great Big Snorlax and Professor Neroli, who is researching Pokemon Sleep.
That's funny.
It's easy to play on this island. All you have to do is get a good night's sleep. If you leave your smartphone by your pillow when you go to bed, your sleep will be measured, recorded, and analyzed. Once that's done, it will be categorized into one of 3 sleep types: dozing, snoozing, or slumbering. Pokemon that tend to sleep in the same way as you did will gather around Snorlax. As you keep this up, you might even discover some rare in-game sleep styles that most will never see. It seems that each species of Pokemon has several sleep styles. Get lots of sleep and try to find them all.
When I sleep.
Enjoy going to sleep and waking up each day as you research the sleep styles of Pokemon together with Snorlax.
That's a cute
By using
idea.
the Pokemon Sleep app regularly, you can have fun while tracking the regularity of your sleep or rest rhythm. Pokemon Sleep will be available for iOS and Android devices later this year. Next, we'd like to introduce the device you just got a glimpse of, the Pokemon Go++.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is the
that
Pokemon
item-
Go
that
Plus
item.
Plus accessory. It is a new device that you can use with Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Go. It's very simple to use it with Pokemon Sleep. Press the button when you are going to bed, and press that button once again when you wake up in the morning. Just like that, your sleep data has been measured. There's a Pikachu within your Pokemon Go++. It can sing you lullabies, grow friendlier the more sleep you get together, even unlock new alarm sounds for you. It's like you're cuddled up to catch some Z's with Pikachu. This device also has handy functions for playing Pokemon Go. Without even pulling out your smartphone, you can automatically spin Pokestops and throw regular Pokeballs at Pokemon. And now you can choose to throw Great Balls and Ultra Balls as well, at the press of a button. There are future plans to add new functionality that'll use your sleep data in Pokemon Go too. Stay tuned for more!
Okay.
What do you think?
So this is a very
The
interesting
Pokemon
add-on.
Go Plus device should
I'm
be
a
available
little
to purchase
bit,
in July.
You know, I might
And
have
by
to think
linking the
about
Pokemon Go Plus
maybe
to your
considering
Pokemon
it.
Go game,
Maybe, I don't
you'll
know.
get access to special research in Pokemon Go that will allow you to encounter a Snorlax wearing a nightcap.
Because I'm trying to
Look
actually
forward
make
to more news to come about Pokemon Sleep and the Pokemon Go Plus
dealing with my
device.
smartphone a little bit less. You know, just try to use it minimally.
And next, we turn to the latest updates about Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the newest games in the Pokemon series, which were released in November last year.
Yep, it hasn't been a year yet. Ooh. Wait, what's this? What's that? Questions?
New Paradox
wow.
Pokemon have been found in the Paldea region.
Leaves.
It seems
These are
Walking
two
Wake
new,
appears in Pokemon Scarlet,
Paradox
while
forms.
Iron Leaves can be found in Pokemon Violet.
Oh, it was on 2 legs.
You'll be able to catch them for yourself by claiming victory in a Terra Raid battle event. The event will begin not long after this broadcast, as soon as preparations are complete. We hope you'll team up with family, friends, and other trainers to take on this challenge. The games will also soon be able to connect to Pokemon Go.
Yay!
In
Now I have
Pokemon Go,
more
you can
room
receive
and I
gifts
can
from friends
ship
or by
Pokemon
visiting
around. My
Pokestops
goodness.
around the world. These gifts come with postcards. Once it's possible to connect these games, you'll be able to send postcards to your Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet game, and you'll find that the pattern of Vivian that appear there will change based on the postcard's location data. And on the Pokemon Go side, the players who have sent postcards will find themselves able to catch roaming form Gimmighoul in that game. Try
So
to
it makes
collect
it easier to get
999
the other
Gimmighoul coins
evolution
to
for
evolve
Gimmighoul.
Gimmighoul into Golden Go. We're also planning to begin Pokemon Home support for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet
'cause,
early this year.
My boxes are getting a little full.
Then you'll be
Halfway,
able
of
to
course.
bring roaming form Gimmighoul that you've caught in Pokemon Go to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet via Pokemon Home. We hope you look forward to it.
I am.
And finally, we'd like to share our last video for today with you.
Okay.
Please have a look at this.
I'm nervous. Oh, a Chimecho. Well, sort of like a Chimecho. Oh, I like the Matsuri. Wait, what is that? Is this a sequel to Legends? What is that? The Hidden Treasures of Area Zero! Oh my god! DLC! Oh, who's that? Oh, part 1. The Teal Mask. Oh, you're beautiful! The Indigo Disc! Oh my god. Sale, eShop, fall, winter.
DLC will be available for purchase for the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. The title of this DLC is The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero will be released in 2 parts, with Part 1, The Teal Mask, coming in fall 2023. Part 2, The Indigo Disc, will be distributed in winter 2023. Purchasing the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero will allow you to enjoy playing both parts of the DLC with the save data you already have in Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. In Part 1, The Teal Mask, you'll be visiting the land of Kitakami as part of a school trip, as your adventures expand beyond the Paldea region.
Oh.
And in Part 2, The Indigo Disc, you'll be studying as an exchange student at Blueberry Academy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
During these adventures, you'll be able to encounter some familiar Pokemon that you didn't see living in Paldea.
Oh. So nice.
The legendary Pokemon that newly appear in the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero are Ogerpon, with its fearsome mask, and Terapagos, resplendent in its glittering aura. Please look forward to a new story that will unfold in 2 parts as you discover the roles that both these Pokemon will play in your adventures. The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero will be available for purchase on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation ends.
Dang, that's
As soon as you make your purchase, you'll be able to get the new uniform set and don some new outfits in your Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet game. As an early purchase bonus, we've also prepared a serial code that will allow you to claim a special Hisuian Zoroark arc for your in-game team.
Okay, for Zoroark.
We hope you enjoy these expanded adventures in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
What did you think? As we move forward, we'll keep trying to find new ways to bring the joy of Pokemon to you all.
Aww.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, that's it. Okay, guys, that was it of the actual Direct. Oh my goodness, there's just like so much to go over. First of all, I wanted to basically say that Pikachu over there looks pretty amazing. Kind of, and I can understand why some people could be a little bit off-putting for it. I think it's just freaking adorable that they have like a sort of like an animatronic Pikachu that moves like that during the whole entire presentation. Is really adorable. This Pokemon Presents is a nice way to kick off for all the things that are coming up this year. Really excited to basically start conversating about Pokemon again. I know, Violet and Scarlet has just basically dropped last year. It hasn't even been, I would have to say it's going on 4 months. Not even. It's been 3 months and a few weeks. I would have to say mid-March would signify that it's been 4 months since the game was released. Pokemon really hasn't left the conversation. It started to cool a lot more. This is a nice way to basically spur it back up. The next thing that I would have to say is the Pokemon Classic. Now, I'm not necessarily big, like I mentioned in the video before, I'm not really big on the TGC. I used to collect Pokemon cards when I was little, so I have some of these old cards, but I don't really play with them. I just collect them for the most part. Deciding what I should do, because I have a lot of extras, play with them that much. However, I thought these other items on top of that were very interesting. They seem to be like power sticks, like how many attack points elevate that particular attack that is already a particular type of number, so you can do more damage. That's what I'm assuming. For those who are heavily into the tournament TGC scene, please let me know. Please let me know what those particular devices are for. before. If it's new or if it's never been seen throughout the whole entire tournament before, please let me know what you guys personally think in the bottom at the comments. It's just that I thought these were very interesting with that. The Pokemon Concierge. That looks very interesting. I got like vibes of like Wallace and Gromit back in the day. I used to watch a lot of them with my family, with my father. Me and my sisters really enjoyed Chicken Run. This was just a cute little flashback to my childhood a little bit. Pokemon Concierge, and I'm looking to see what particular stories that they have. And also it reminds me of, I think, those early little shorts. Every so often I go on YouTube and I watch some of the shorts on there, and they have the animated shorts, Pokemon TV, sort of like promoting Pokemon Arceus with Voltorb and Spheal. Like there was this one little short where you had Hisui and Voltorb getting really excited and kind of burning all the berries. I think that was maybe a possible run, like maybe just to see if we would be interested in something like that, like a test run, and then they have now this. It seems like that particular type of style of animation runs rampant throughout this whole entire thing. I'm looking forward to it. It looks cute. Psyduck is Psyduck, what are you gonna do? Just seeing how cute of him roaming around, I thought that was also very interesting. This Pokemon Cafe Remix, another game that I don't necessarily participate that much in. Mini games every so often, Tetris and the Bubble Shot game, if you guys played those back in the day. I do like playing those every so often, but not so much. I thought Dish was really adorable. Like this particular dish here looks like Fido. The meat dish looks like Lechonk. You have dishes back there that look like Smoliv, and the orange and grape, of course, it's Violet and Scarlet. You have Wiglet here. It's just freaking adorable with that particular dessert. And then of course you have the 3 Paldean starters, which of course I feel like they were always adorable in the very beginning. Brigatito, which I've always been a Sprigatito girl. Fuecoco and Quaxley. I know a few people who like Quaxley, but it seems like people usually go with Fuecoco or Sprigatito. It's nice that some people who do play this game get a little something new, and I'm looking forward for them on their behalf. Moving on, this is Pokemon Masters EX celebrating 3.5 years. I didn't catch that, and I'm like, oh, congratulations to those who are into Pokemon Masters EX. Congratulations, you guys get access to the Galarian. You get Hop, you get Marnie, you get BB, which me personally I don't necessarily care for because his nose is in the air and he's just like, it's just so rude. Then you have the fabulous Leon. You get to expand your roster. You get the cool looking Charizard and kind of relive your experiences with Gen 8. I'm just happy for you guys. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of Masters because I'm more of a breeder type of thing, and I'm more into the adventure and learning about the different types of Pokemon and their ecosystem in that type of sense, and discovering any new Pokemon that was coming. This trailer here was just freaking adorable. Having the Pokemon sharing the different beds. You see Meowth, you see Bulbasaur, you see Slowbro, which I thought that was pretty hilarious. It was just freaking adorable. God forbid if some people had like really big Pokemon like Arcanine. That would be like a total nightmare trying to share the bed. It's crazy, but it reminds me of another commercial that happened a while ago where you had Pokemon, they were doing Pokemon Go, and they had sort of like 3D versions of like Squirtle and Bulbasaur wandering around, and you had people had a Growlithe and a Jolteon, and they were petting them and walking with them outside, which I believe at that time they were introducing the following gimmick in Pokemon Go. And also this particular project in general has been on like, we haven't really heard much about it for quite some time. I think this came out not 2022 but 2021, the idea of it. The actual date when this particular idea was released, I believe it was 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong at the comments. 2021 they did this. It just was put in the air and that was it. We didn't hear anything about it, no clips, no drops or anything like that until now. It's a very interesting device. Me personally, I think it's adorable, which you know, they had the sleep styles. Now you basically are interested in capturing the different sleep styles of various different Pokemon. Me personally, I'm not necessarily comfortable, to sound creepy or anything, but I just feel slightly off-putting that recording your sleep patterns and such. I understand if you have like a trouble sleeping, this is a perfect way. Or actually alarms. Like, I appreciate they had like different alarms or helping people get to sleep. Recording of the recording of the sleeping patterns have me a little put off this particular aspect. But other than that, it's a very cute trailer. It's a cute idea. Curious what more they have with it. It seems like it's also there as a add-on for Pokemon Go. So those who are heavily invested in Pokemon Go, every so often I play Pokemon Go. I'm more back into the video games now, main console type games. Before, I would just I let maybe 2 or 3 generations slide. That I haven't played Black and White 2, I haven't played X, and I haven't played X and Y, and I haven't played Sun and Moon. I just got back into Pokemon with the main consoles in Gen 8 with Sword and Shield. Now getting back into video games. These two, the two new... Okay, I know a large amount of people were talking about this, and I wasn't sure exactly how they were... I didn't know how it was going to turn out, because everybody was... First of all, we kind of knew something was going on with the DLC because of the fact we saw what happened with Sword and Shield, with the Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor. We saw the patterns that were going on in the previous gen. They had the main 2 games, and then they had add-ons, DLC, with the expansion passes. Scarlet and Violet, also disclaimer, this is a spoilers. Okay, towards the end of the games of Scarlet and Violet, you get into this area called Area 0, and you're exposed to Pokemon called Paradox Pokemon, which are Pokemon that look like they come from the past and Pokemon that come from the future, depending on which particular type of game that you got. So if you got Scarlet, you're going to deal with Pokemon from the past. So they look like ancient Pokemon. They look like dinosaurs. They look like the Croatia period or the Jurassic period or during the Ice Age. Around those, I think those particular 3 eras. Earth science buffs are out there. Environmentalists who basically understand a little bit more well-versed than I would be about the Earth eras that I'm basically describing regarding these particular type of Pokemon. Please let me know, correct me if I'm wrong, please comment. I would like to hear your comments about that. But anyway, going back to the video, in Scarlet you deal with these types of Paradox Pokemon. In Violet you deal with more futuristic based Paradox Pokemon. You deal with a lot of iron-based Pokemon. They look like androids. They look like cyborgs. I don't know if you guys remember this back in the day. They had like these robot cats and robot dogs as like companion pets, as like a toy. That's the vibe that I'm getting from a lot of these Pokemon here. And they simulate Pokemon, real Pokemon from our particular present. You deal with these particular Pokemon. In both games, they have this book. Depending if you're in Violet or Scarlet, it's a Scarlet book. For Violet, it's a Violet book. And basically, there's this guy named Heath who basically did research in Area 0 and drew up various pictures of these Paradox Pokemon. So it's assumed that these Paradox Pokemon are they're not created. They are basically pulled from another part in time, and they're pulled or ripped from those particular timelines and put in our present situation. Now, how we get involved, that is later on due to a couple of series after you basically finish the base game goals. You're basically lured in by the professors in question, depending on which game you get, into Area 0. That I'm going to leave to your devices so I don't ruin the whole entire end game. But the fact of the matter is, we had some kind of clue that these Pokemon that were going to be in the game. We didn't know if it was going to be in DLC. We didn't know if it was going to be a specialized raid. We didn't know where they were going to be, unless you basically looked at the leaks or looked at the data mine. But for everybody else who didn't pay attention to those, we didn't know when these two were going to basically appear. So we had an inkling, that a clue that these guys were going to show up. As for the actual Pokemon themselves, I'm shocked because based on the artwork that was shown, it didn't turn out the way I thought it would be. Iron Leaves, possibly. Iron Leaves looks a little bit more closer to the clues and the artwork that you see in those books, because I had Scarlet and my partner had Violet. His the Violet book, and it looks a little bit on par. As far as Walking Wake, looks a lot different from the actual drawing that I see. I thought this particular Pokemon was going to be on all fours. Did not have any idea that this was going to look like more of a dinosaur lizard type design, especially the fact the futuristic version of this Pokemon, which is Suicune, using those particular comparisons, it kind of threw me for a loop. Still fabulous design. I still will go after the raids and check out for these Pokemon and try to capture them, especially after basically, I still haven't complete my Pokedex. Oh my god, I'm like really terrible. But I'm like, no, these two Pokemon, they look really interesting. I really like Walking Wake. That design, regardless of it standing on 2 legs or 4 legs, I know there's a little bit of a thing going on in the interwebs about that. Me personally, I don't care. I love the design. I will be tracking this particular Pokemon down, and it's a water dragon type, so that's very interesting. How it went from a dragon or a lizard reptile-esque to a more mammalian type of evolution. It's just very interesting. So I'm looking forward to this. It's that, hey, Pokemon Go and Scarlet and Violet are going to have connections with Pokemon Home. I'm looking forward to that. This postcard thing, it sounds very interesting. Yes, we do collect postcards when we do like Pokemon, when we travel to various Pokemon stops and stuff like that. This particular Pokemon, is another Pokemon that I don't necessarily care for that much. However, I do have a friend who loves these types of Pokemon and collects them. Trust me, if it had to do anything with Eevee, I would have basically been all over that, to be completely honest. So each Pokemon, to each his own. I hope my friend really enjoys this particular news. She really loved this particular Pokemon and all the different forms that they take. This is a little exciting on her behalf. I do appreciate this. I also appreciate that, hey, in Pokemon Go, you get a chance to collect more of the roaming Gimmighoul, because boy howdy, it's really tough to basically get all those coins to evolve it into Goldigo. I believe I'm pronunciating that right. If it's freaking hard to get all these coins to get Gimmighoul to evolve. But I feel with the introduction of roaming Gimmighoul in Pokemon Go, it will make it a lot more easier on basically everybody, including myself. So it's like, this is good news. Of course, like I said, I'm really happy that they're going to do Pokemon Home and connect it with Scarlet and Violet, so you can have some of your older Pokemon from various different games show up in Scarlet and Violet. It's just another opportunity to bring your favorite team on your current games. It's nice. I get to finally have my twins. I have twin Vaporeons that I love very much, and I raised them from birth, and Kitten and Luna, I miss them very much. I would love to bring them into Scarlet. I really would. 2 twin female Vaporeons. I miss them very. I thought by this alone here, I thought we were going to be presented with a sequel to Legends. I shouted that out during the presentation. I was like, oh my goodness, they're doing a continuation of Legends, which I hope for the future. I did like to do a continuation of Arceus. I really enjoyed that game. It was different mechanics, different feel. It was just a different air about that particular Pokemon game. And this gave off the vibe. But then, and we got, this, and I thought this was very interesting. You get 3 new Pokemon that we haven't seen. This particular Pokemon here looks very interesting. This, because it, like, for instance, for me, at least for me, if it's not Eevee oriented, usually I go with cat and dog based Pokemon. It's my jam if it's not that. But this looks interesting. Also, oddly enough, I get Jorah's Mask type vibe as well. As much as I love like Matsuri and heavily Japanese culture, yeah, I get Majora's Mask a little bit going on here. Pokemon from the past, which I think is really, really, really cool. We'd have this. which is them being hoisted into the future and joining a school in that future. So I thought that was very, very interesting regarding that. I guess you could say deflated or dashed my hopes of having a sequel of Arceus, but I wasn't less excited for this. Yeah, this really plays up the idea of the hidden treasure of Area Zero DLC a lot. It really hones in the feel of past and future, that you're being thrust in traditional Japan with the Teal Mask DLC, and then the futuristic one with the Indigo Disc DLC. I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping to see more Pokemon. They did showcase what Pokemon might be in there. I hope there's a little bit more like Pokemon that we haven't seen before. DLCs. Let me see if yeah, okay. So I hope to see more Pokemon, even new Pokemon in DLCs, as much as, you know, you do the classics as well, because there were some Pokemon that I really enjoyed, including Hisui and Zoroark. We kind of saw that, we kind of knew, because we saw it in the early trailers of Scarlet and Violet, so that wasn't too much of a big surprise. As far as these two quote-unquote legendaries in these DLC, this is clearly inspiration of Majora's Mask in this, at least in my personal feel of it. This one is just something that I adore, and it reminds me of the Earth Turtle, who rides around in space and carries the world on its back, and it's usually is a emblem or a symbol for good and life in general, and is constantly defending against the forces of evils of the universe. And I'm really digging this design. I like the fact that not only the fact that it's futuristic, it feels like a legendary Pokemon. It feels like a legendary Pokemon, and it's timeless. It's a timeless type of Pokemon. So it can appear in the future, it can appear in the past. I do like the fact that the shell is crystallized and it has all the different elements of each of the Pokemon. Looks gorgeous. Majora's Mask. I don't know this new Pokemon's name. I hope to get to know it a lot better in the near future. But I'm looking forward to it. We have to wait a little bit longer because this takes place in the fall, and the Indigo Disc takes place in the winter. That makes me a little bit sad, that we have to wait a little bit longer for these. But yeah, there is several Pokemon right after it. I hope that they add a little bit more besides that. Terrible that, oh goodness, that's a very self-serving type of thing. But yeah, I really want more Pokemon, not new Pokemon, as well as some older Pokemon. Not just the legendaries like we did before, but like, you know, some other basic Pokemon. And plus, I still want another form of Eevee. What do you want? I'm an Eevee mom until the very end, and yeah, that's not going to change anytime soon. But regardless of it all, I had a good time. I had a blast. I really enjoyed myself. I'm looking forward to any new changes that will happen throughout the year. And also throughout the day, because the day's not over. Pokemon Day doesn't end until midnight. So I hope you guys had a wonderful time with me and seeing some of my reactions regarding this and the analysis that basically followed after. And I hope to do more of these in the near future. So I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!